Morning, folks. Is my Forsythia dead? You might be asking. um, Welcome. Well, actually, let me see. It is just after 7 o'clock on Friday. Um, you're here with your humble homesteader friend um, on this glorious Friday. Fridays don't mean anything to me, but um, I'm about to start work soon. That's why you see me in my work outfit, dressed like a hobo. I apologize for my attire, but did you hear that? That's a hummingbird. It might have a nest in it. It might have a nest in here. I'll be quiet. Forsythia is one of the first, if you already have a bush or plant like that on your property, one of the first plants that blooms flowers in the spring. These beautiful, not particularly fragrant, but this beautiful yellow, sort of a four or five pointed four star, and because when we come out of a long winter, in particular here, or any winter, even if it's not long, it could be harsh. This first thing that you see yellow, just like your daffodils. And just make sure there's a daffodil down there. I don't know if you can see. So I've been gardening for 30 years now, and in that time, I've noticed that, in my experience, all bushy um, shrubs, I guess as this might be called, need pruning and need perhaps a lot of pruning. So in the spring, this is one of the reasons why springtime is one of my busiest times of the year. I'm busy pruning in addition to processing the trees that are falling down. That's why my pants aren't dirty. What happens is that when I pick up these logs when I process them, take them to where they're supposed to be resting to dry, and they have sap on them. Sap attaches itself. It's like a sticky substance, attaches itself to whatever, and then dirt sticks to that and makes your outfit look dirty, but you're not actually. No excuse for my torn shirt, but anyway. And so all day, every day, any day that's not raining. Today's an overcast day, which is glorious. It's not sun. I don't know if you can tell. I have a tan right now, and I go out and I prune as much as I can. Now, Forsythia can really, really, really benefit, just like all shrubs and bushes, from a good pruning. And you can do this either in fall, but really, ideally, you want to probably do it in the springtime, very early spring, when it's early enough that you can see the buds, so you know what branches are alive and what branches are dead. You see that because they don't look a whole lot different. I'll bring the camera closer so you can see. But sometimes when the branches get woody and thick and hard and bitter and set in their ways. No, this isn't about me. No, seriously though, when they get hard and dry and thick and woody, um, even though they're alive, they're barely alive. And so, if you were to remove those branches, and some years, if you haven't actually done it, hey there, if you haven't actually done it for a few years or ever, it will look like you're doing a lot of damage to your bush or shrub. But trust me, in a year or two, it will look as well. It will look better than this because this was never done like I would have really taken to. And so what you need is those long handles. They look like hand pruners or shears, but they have a long handle, which is called loppers. So you can get into the nooks and crannies from a distance without poking your eyes out. But I always have my safety glasses anyway, because you're focusing out on the distance and you go into it and all of a sudden you poke yourself in the eye. Um, don't take a chance. Wear your safety glasses. They're not expensive. So cut down. Even if it looks like you're butchering the tree, cut down all of those dead wooden, hard, thick. Even if they look like they're like a bud or two on them, they should be full of buds. And if they're not full of buds, then they're pretty much on their way out. Now, when you do that, then you have air movement, and then you have the sun able to get into it wherever, and then it'll look really healthy and bushy and beautiful and bright yellow, as opposed to anemic, a few flowers here and a few flowers there. That's not really what you want, and it looks sickly. So anyway, let me get that close to you, into the core of it, and then maybe I'll take you somewhere where there might be some hummingbirds at this time of day. You see all those branches in there? Any branch that's crisscrossing, touching another branch, going inwards as opposed to coming outwards towards you, as opposed to going to the core, you have to remove every single one of those. It's a lot of work. I love doing it. It's not work for me. If you don't have the patience, well, ask me to do it. So it would be really beneficial if you could do that. But the flower itself is gorgeous. I want to see if I can find an example. Here's a good example of it. That's what Forsythia looks like. Okay, now you know what to do with your Forsythia.